There are going to be times in your life where you feel low. You don't know if you can take any more. It seems like the cards are just stacked against you. Everyone and everything seems as if it is against you. I've been through these times more times than I can count in my life. But there's one thing that you have to understand about being at your darkest and at your lowest moments in life. With pain comes progress. That is the only way that you build as a human, is when you go through some pain. Through pain, trials, and tribulations, one gets to know thyself. If everything was just good and peaches and cream, and you were just dancing through every day without being challenged, without being pushed, you wouldn't know who you were, because you've never been faced with adversity. You learn not only who you are, but who everyone else around you is when you go through times of adversity. That's why it is important that you hold on to the moments when you're going through pain and when you're at your lowest. You hold on to those moments because everything is exposed. You find out just how strong you are, and you find out how weak your supporting cast is. Perseverance is the main ingredient in high character. Talent can get you but so far. Who you know can get you but so far. Character can take you further than you've ever imagined. You see, who you know and talent, that can get you to the top, but you won't sustain it. Have you ever seen someone rise to the top and they get to the peak, and as soon as they get there, the spiral towards the deepest depths of the lowest criteria of success are inevitable? That is because they have no character. Talent and who you know can get you to the top, but character is what keeps you there. So when you go through that pain, when you go through it, just know that you are going to come out on the other side better than you went into that pain. You don't go through a painful situation and then come out weaker. That is your emotional workout. That is emotional exercise. And when you exercise and work out, what happens? You build muscle. You become stronger. So when you go through mental anguish, dark moments, pain, and the lowest points of your life, when you come out on the other side, you evolve into a stronger, more high character, better person. Every time you are challenged and you overcome, you become a better, stronger person. I don't care what it is. If you've lost a loved one, if you've been beat down, if you're being abused, if you've been through a hard childhood, no matter what it is, once you make it through it, it is inevitable that you come out on the other side a stronger and more high charactered person. And I pride myself on my perseverance. I've been through so many dark moments and so many lows. At one point it had gotten to the point where I just had to laugh. I would always do a little chuckle and people would say, why are you laughing? It's not a laugh of humor. It is a laugh of my mind state being in such a incredulous mind state. Like, it's unbelievable. So you have to laugh to keep from crying. And I try to never become numb to the pain, because once you're numb, you don't feel anything. I feel everything, and I go towards the pain and I embrace it, because now I understand that once you go towards the pain and you embrace it and you remember that moment vividly in your mind, once you come out on the other side, that same pain, that same anguish, that same feeling of lower than scum of the earth, that same feeling of I don't know if I can make it, that same helplessness, that same hopelessness, that same emotional, overwhelming stress and despair and depression becomes a beautiful light. It becomes motivation. It becomes a notch on my belt. It becomes a badge on my helmet. It becomes a strengthening of my spine, gut, and mind. It becomes something that I take pride in, because it's turned me into the person who I know who I am. I know what I can withstand. I know that there are no limits to what I can overcome once I put this mind and this heart to work. Because it is a testimony to just how strong you are and how strong you will be. No matter how dark it gets, You remember this. No matter how dark it gets, the sun always has to rise. It is inevitable. No matter how dark it gets, pitch black, bottom of the ocean black. I don't care how dark it gets. Once you make it through the night, the sun's coming back up. You just have to make it through the night. I don't care how many times you've been through it. I don't care how dark it is. I don't care how hopeless you feel. You feel like everyone is against you. No one understands you. My heart is broke. My mind is overwhelmed. I don't think I can make it. It's too hard. You just better know that once you do make it, because you will, once you do make it, you are not the same. You are a stronger, more proven, better, persevered version of yourself that you won't even be able to recognize when you look in the mirror. How did I make it through? Because you don't know your own strength. No one knows their own strength until they're put into a position where being strong is the only option you have. That's heavy. You ain't hear. You didn't hear me. I said no one knows their own strength until you're put in a position where being strong is the only option that you have. You hear me? And when you have no other choice but to be strong, you dig deep. You find something inside of you that you didn't even know existed, and you make it through. That is the epitome of what Black Lion Organization stands for. Personal development. And a large, enormous part of personal development is perseverance. The ability to overcome. The ability to withstand. The ability to endure, absorb, and overcome. And now, with all of that being said, here is the jewel of all jewels when it comes to perseverance. There is no circumstance that cannot be overcome. Black Lions roar.